Okay. I'm using a cell reference chart. Excel allows you to uh, you can modify a cell so it'll behave as a constant when you drag it and fill it in one direction, and it'll behave as a variable when you drag and fill it on another direction. This is accomplished by putting dollar signs in different places into the formula of the cell. And this first one here, there aren't any restrictions on it. So when you drag and fill it up or down, it'll change. When you drag and fill it left or right, it'll change. So for this one here, this one here, this first one here. So for this first one here, here, relative, then we can come over here and I pick a cell. Let's try this cell here. And I can say equal to, what's that cell there? Uh, G4. Okay, G4. And so when I grab it and drag it down, it should change. And it changes. And if I grab it and drag it to the left, it changes. And if I grab it and I drag it to the right, it changes. And if I grab it and pull it up, it changes. So it changes when you fill it up or down, and it changes when you go left to right. Now, when I put a dollar sign in the middle, it'll change when it goes up or down. It'll be fixed when you go left to right. So let's say this one here is equal to, this is I-15, and I'll have that equal to here. They have the dollar sign on the outside. So I'll say dollar sign A4. Okay. On formula, there should be G4 there. So now when I drag it, it should change when I go up or down and fix when I go left or right. So I'll click on the cell. So it'll be fixed when I go left or right, and it's fixed. When I go left or right, and it's fixed. But when I go up or down, it should change. I go down and it changes. And it changes. So it's fixed when it goes left or right, and it changes when it's just dragged up or down. And now the next one here, that's this one here. The next one is this one here. You have the dollar sign in the middle. So I can go here, select the cell, and put an equal sign on it, and have a dollar sign in the middle. So I can have G dollar sign 4. And I can hit enter. So when I have the dollar sign there in the middle, it'll be fixed when you go up or down. It'll be fixed when you go up or down, and change when you go left or right. So if I take the cell and I drag it up or down, it should stay fixed. And it stays fixed. When I go up, when I go down, it stays fixed. I go left to right. According to this one, it should change when I go left to right. It changed when I went to the right. And it changed when I went to the left. That's what happens when you put it like that. Last one here is absolute. That's when you have dollar sign, dollar sign. It behaves as a constant and it doesn't change at all. So when I go here, like that cell, and I want to put equal sign, and I have dollar sign, G, dollar sign, 4. I'll hit enter. So it should stay fixed no matter which way I drag it. It behaves as a constant. So when I go up or down, dragging it down, it's fixed. When I drag it up, it's fixed. When I go to the right with it, it's fixed. And when I go to the left with it, it's fixed. It behaves as a constant. Just it modifies the behavior of the cells by putting a dollar sign where you put the dollar sign, or there's no dollar sign. This is how you use the cell reference chart. This is useful when you have to fill in a formula, fill in a chart, use a particular formula, and you have numbers across the rows and numbers across the columns, and you want to combine them in certain ways. So you want some numbers to behave as constants, some numbers to behave as variables. If you go dragging and filling it, you might want one number to be allowed to change and another number to remain constant when you're filling in a chart. That's what makes it useful.